Hello and welcome to your new program on your favorite TV, Sandbox. This is the Obama Show, hosted by your brother and friend Seydou Sy. The Obama Show where we share and values hard work. As usual, we have the special guest, and today we are going to discover who the guest is. Let's go for the biography. Majo.
Originally from Chess, Cheikh Ahmala Seck is a young entrepreneur who is currently working as a translator in Dakar. He was president of the Lycée Jules Sagna English Club and the general secretary for the Work Together English Club. Ahmala obtained his bachelor's degree in English Literature and Civilization at Gaston Berger University. During his time at UGB, he took on multiple leadership roles. As president of the Gaston Berger University English Club, Ahmala is the founder of the Closeknit Center Senegal, an organization providing translation services, language instruction, and leadership and personal development training since 2016. Ahmala never ceases working to make the world a better place. He is an engaged political and social leader and enjoys coaching youth in leadership and personal development. He is also concerned with helping provide relief for women and children living in poverty. He is currently the Chess regional representative for the political party Sénégalais Unis pour le Développement of Moustapha Guirassy. A social activist, a dynamic community member, and an engaged citizen, Ahmala is committed to improving the conditions for Senegalese people.
Thank you. Nice day.
Thank you.
All right. So you have been a very active participant of English Club activities, a very dynamic member. Can you tell us a bit about what English Club has done for?
Thank you, Mr. C, for the questions. Thank you also for inviting me. First of all, let me say hello to our dear viewers of Sandbox TV, and also thank you for having chosen our humble person as a host of this program, which is the Obama Show. So you've asked me a very interesting questions, which I'm going to be very excited to give an answer, because English clubs is all to me. When you ask me about what did the English club do for you, what is your experience and everything, so I would just say English clubs has shaped my life or myself into the person I am today. Because as a very young man, I used to be a member of the English club since I was in Jules Sagna. At that time, I think I was something like 17 or 16. Or
in high school?
Yeah, I was in high school.
Right. Okay.
So I joined the English clubs, and there was a very positive and dynamic and motivator, actually, I would say, teacher, Mr. Njai, who really encouraged me in pushing the bar high. And I integrated Jules Sagna. I started learning about many things about leadership, many things about community service in the English clubs. So English club actually has taught me so many things that has later on changed my life. So as you said in the biography, I have been the Secretary Generals, I've been President, I've been Chancellor, I have occupied so many positions of responsibilities in English clubs. And those positions of responsibilities actually have an impact on my current life. I mean, the life I'm living right now, be it in politics, be it in movement, social, or whatever. So English Club was a very exciting experience where I have learned so many things, and I just encourage people to go and learn, profit from the great moments we spent there so that they can be leaders.
And you talk about leadership. Yes. That you acquired during the time you've been in English Club. And before, English Club used to be the place where people just practice and enhance their English. But when it comes to English Club in our time, today we talk about leadership. How does that happen? How do English Club train leaders?
Yes, I think there is no formal training of leadership in English clubs. I mean, what I say by formals, there are no programs we organize in English club to say, all right, we are going to train you because you need to be leader. But through activities held in English clubs, you gain so many experience that at the time you're gaining or acquiring that experience, you even don't know what will you use that experience for. It was my case.
So it's a kind of, unconscious training?
Obviously, so that's the words. It's a kind of unconscious training. You are unconscious at the time you do it, but some years later you remember or you realize that that knowledge or that experience of the English club is serving and is serving right. So That's the thing.
All right, so this is Mr. Ahmala Seck, best. He's been member of English Club and leader for over the last 10 years. We have seen him developing so many things in the English Club and training so many people. We'll talk about English Club later in our next, episodes. But over the, last few months or last few weeks, we have seen you in, been involving in different activities like leadership training session. Can you tell us more about that, please?
Yes, I mean, it's been something like a year. I am involved in leadership trainings, and it didn't come out of the blue. Actually, it came from a notice I have done in the society, mainly in the youth. I've realized that most of the youth actually was losing hope. There was no hope.
And definitely in English Club, when it was in high school, we used to say, better share your knowledge than die with it. That's something you used to play with.
Actually, you see, and maybe that even saying has been echoing in my psyche at a certain way that I couldn't just go other way. So I was like, I am going to have more time to spend with the young people, with the young generation, share with them, because I am young, they are. When we discuss, the discussion is going to pass very easily. So that's the reason why I have created Closeknit Center, in order for me to have the opportunity to exchange, to talk to them, to wake up that leadership skills that is sleeping in them, in order for them to be aware and transform their life and the life of their community, and why not the life of the world.
And Closeknit Center, it is something that we're going to talk about later during the show. But I want to know more about the training sessions. How do they impact the life of people who come in and attend, and how does it work really?
Yeah, actually, I believe just one word can change the life of one person. One action can change the life of a person. So I thank God that sometimes it happens that I just close a training session and somebody say, really, I am from now on, I am going to see the world in another way.
Thank you very much, brother. Now, place to the 5-minute English class with our brother and friend, Pape Gana Diouf.
So thank you, Mr. Sy Obama, and welcome to your rubric Lesson of the Day of the Obama Show. So this is your brother, Mr. Diouf Pape Gana, and I am a teacher of English. So in today's class, I would like to share with you some words, some expressions that French people use in English. As you know, in 1610, England was invaded by the French. That's why today, many French words or expressions are used in English. It is the case of a rendezvous. A rendezvous, okay? A rendezvous. This is a word an expression that is used in English. A rendezvous. So what is a rendezvous? A rendezvous is an arrangement to meet someone. An arrangement to meet someone, or the place you have arranged to meet them. This is what we call a rendezvous. So I can give you an example, okay? Example, I have a rendezvous with the boss of the company, okay? I have a rendezvous with the boss of the company. I have a rendezvous with the boss of the company. That's okay? All right. So then there's another expression that I would like to share with you. All right. This time it is laissez-faire. 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 All right. Laissez-faire. Laissez-faire. You can say laissez-faire or laissez-faire. Laissez-faire or laissez-faire. Okay. What is laissez-faire? Laissez-faire is when you allow things to happen and you do not try to control them. This is what we call a laissez-faire, okay? When you allow things to happen and you do not try to control them. So example, I can say a laissez-faire attitude, okay? A laissez-faire attitude. A laissez-faire attitude. A laissez-faire attitude, all right? So there's another expression that I would like to share with you, guys. There's the expression a contretemps, okay? A contretemps. A contretemps. A contretemps. So what is a contretemps? A contretemps is like a hitch, okay? A small accident, all right? When I say, for example, it can be like a small problem, all right? So now, as an example, I can just give an example. I wanted to attend the meeting, but I had a contretemps, okay? I wanted to attend the meeting, but I had a contretemps. All right, so there's another expression that I would like to share with you guys. A déjà vu. A déjà vu. A déjà vu. So what is a déjà vu? A déjà vu is a feeling that you have already experienced, exactly what is happening now. Okay? A feeling that you have already experienced exactly what is happening now. Let me give an example. She suddenly had a strong feeling of déjà vu. A strong sense of déjà vu, okay? A strong sense of déjà vu. All right, class, let's call it a day. That was your brother, Mr. Diouf. All right, I'm happy to share with you some French words, some French expressions that are used in English. Thank you. See you next time. Bye.
Thank you, Pape Gana Diouf, for the wonderful English class of today. Dear viewers, don't forget to subscribe to our channel, like the video, and don't forget to leave a comment. So we talked about youth leadership at the beginning, and I said we're going to talk about more about your Closeknit Center.
Yeah.
Closeknit Center. Where does this idea come from?
Yes. Actually, Closeknit Center is, many people just think that it is very recent, but it's not. It is something that I started with some friends since I was at university, our second or third year. Now, when we were sophomore student, I still remember, because at that times, life was very hard on campus. We would even say sophomore students suffer more. And we just said there is something that we need to do in order not to suffer more any longer.
So you started at a university, right?
Yeah, so we started at a university, Closeknit team. And the Closeknit team was translating some documents. There was even selling some products like perfume, like body lotions and everything. We started it, but at the long run...
So you didn't start with a center?
No.
You started with the other business?
It was a business, actually. But we stopped just some months later, and then I still keep the name, because it was me who provided, who gave the name actually. And after that, when I come back, when I stopped my study and come back in chess, I stayed for some 4 months. It was very hard for me. One day I was just going through my laptop and I just found the logotype of Closeknit Center. I said, what? I think this is an opportunity I must seize now. So, analyzing the context, I believe that there were some services that people would need in chess mainly, and they don't have, meaning translations, meaning interpretarships, meaning some trainings in leadership, because at the time I was not a trainer actually, I was not a coach, I didn't know many things, but I enjoy reading some articles talking about leaderships, personal developments, and etc. I really liked that. So I said, this is what I'm going to do. Instead of being Closeknit team, I am going to have it as Closeknit Center, because my dream or my ambitions or my vision is later on to have a very big center where we would train
And
people.
did you keep the Closeknit Center, keep the people who were in the Closeknit team before it became a center?
No. Because we spread it. Some went to France, another one is now a civil servant, somebody else is somewhere else. So I couldn't keep the team, but I informed them that I am going to keep the name in order to create some things more interesting. So I invited some friends like Mohamed Mustafa Jahate, Amar, Sadiq, and etc. We discussed it, and they gave bright ideas. So that's from where the Closeknit Center came from, actually.
Came from the Closeknit team with business, and then you realize that you could do more, and it would turn into a center.
Sure.
And understanding the importance that English has, and importance it plays in the life of everybody today, and to the better the most, that some people who are illiterate, they need the English language in their business, in their other stuff. To which extent the Closeknit Center can support those people who are illiterate, who've never been at school, and who really want to speak English, who come to you and say, I want to speak English?
Yes.
Are there some special training, special program?
Yeah, we have some even cases. The cases of Mr. Mbai. Mr. Mbai is a trader, even cannot speak French. But when he came to us, he said he wanted to speak English. There is a way for us to teach him. And we would go, because teaching people or teaching somebody means you find him in his domains, in his field of interest, and then you teach him. We would teach him about Cheikh Ahmala Bamba because he's a very dynamic or fervent Murid.
All right.
We let him know about Cheikh Ahmala Bamba, about trading, how it works and everything. We would go at his, sometimes we take him out. We would organize our class in restaurants, in every places that people would need in order to let them have the vocabulary that they needed.
Great.
So that's how we often used to do. We even didn't use to stay long in classes, in classroom, because we believe that most of the things should be outside.
All right. So, dear viewers, we are going to reach the end of the show. Before that, let's listen to our guest of today for his message to the world. So, Brother Seck, we are going to finish. Unfortunately, we are running out of time, but you have so many more things to share. Maybe next time on the show. Please, would you send a message to the world, to inspire the world? You've been a very successful man, a very successful student, a very successful leader, young leader, I would say. What would you say to the world to inspire them today?
All right. Thank you, my dear brother. I think you have asked a very great questions which is unseizable.
Yeah, because we are the team of TheOBAMASHOW. Things are great here.
That's the thing. Yeah. And thank you also for all those. I take them as prayers. When you say I am a successful leader, I am a successful student, still I believe I have a long way to go. Yeah. But anyway.
Yeah, from street cleaner to CEO.
That's the thing. So meaning, yeah, I think my message to the world, I would just call it message to the young generations, mainly to young African, because I believe that the tomorrow that people are making us believe is today. And I also believe that African people in general, because I know about the war is fine, but if I have a message to give, as we would say in Wolof, one must start from
charity begins at home.
Charity begins at home. So it's a plea for awareness. I want them to be aware of how fast is the speed of the world moving now. And also be aware that God has put into any human beings some things which, if he exploited, can transform the world in a very positive way. Because there is so many ways we can transform the world. But the best transformation is the transformation which is positive. So I call them for a positive transformation of the world, in being aware of their leadership skills, in being aware of their capabilities, their abilities, what they can do. They have to ask that question to themselves and try to find out an answer that can help them evolve, change, and change the world in general.
This is a great message, and I hope the world will receive your message. So that was your show, The Obama Show, receiving Mr. Best, the best. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel, like the video, and leave a comment. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Next time, best time.